अभी आपने जैसे बोला ना,
Yeah. Okay. So आज इस अभी हम करेंगे the next part. We will see the next part of it. Yesterday we checked about what are your limiting emotions. Today we will check how to detect the wounds of the mind. Because if there are wounds in the mind, only and only then what happens is a person feels sad, and then a person is not able to handle things properly. Correct? Would you
yes,
agree?
yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I would say one thing. Here the whole chapter begins with a very funny kind of a question. Maybe why I'm saying funny, because it's not so easy to understand and imagine. Have you tried to put some water on a fresh wound?
Mhm.
If you have, you must have definitely felt a pricking pain, some pain. Have you tried
Yes,
sometimes?
yes,
Yes.
definitely.
How does it feel? Oh my
Not pleasant.
God, that kind of a feeling it comes, right?
Yes.
So, water, which can never harm you if you were not injured, has just made you feel the same pain. It made you feel some pain when it touched your wound. Simply because when we develop the wound, we tend to become oversensitive to factors that did not bother us before. Normally, things do not bother. But when we develop a wound, we tend to become oversensitive. The same goes for emotional wounds, mind and self. What if you have some emotional wounds that are making you oversensitive to factors that other people do not even notice? Have you seen? Generally, small children react in a very funny manner to their siblings and all. If a child is doing something with full concentration but is not succeeding and suddenly notices that his sibling is full on looking at the child, this fellow
Mhm.
gets furious. Hey, why are you looking at me?
Mhm.
And he starts hitting. You are looking at me, so I'm not succeeding.
Yeah.
He's full on with his frustration on that person. Why? It is this, because the mind is already wounded. Mind is not happy. You get that?
Yes.
All these small things are bothering you, may be harmless on for the other people on their own, but they hurt you because they touch your wounds, just like a water touches your wound. Okay? Emotional wounds and emotional pain. Do you think you felt that bad when? Why do you think you felt that bad when they didn't call you? It's because they are bad people. ये क्या होता है? Many times people do not call you or invite you or whatever, and you feel very bad. You understand?
Yes.
So and so is not calling me, why I'm feeling bad. वो
Mm-hmm.
लोग बुरे हैं इसलिए तुम्हें बुरा लगता है? No. And why wasn't your friend whom they called also did not call, bothered the way you are? XYZ people, they did not call you, they called your friend.
Yeah.
After that, but those people spoke to your friend also did not call you. You felt still bad. A common situation in every next house. Correct?
Yes.
And why? Because we want the attention of people whom we consider important. And when those people do not pay attention to us, we feel wounded or water falls on our wound. Rather, we are any which ways wounded because of certain things. And these small gestures. I mean, I would ask you one thing. If, say, your cousin sister does not call you for 15, 20 days or so, will you feel upset?
We'll just wonder like why she didn't call. Maybe she's
No,
busy.
15, 20 days.
Yeah.
If at all that cousin sister, you have been connecting with her, say once in a month or twice in a month, will you get affected if she does not call you in 15, 20 days?
No.
If at
It's
all
normal.
you are used to talking to this cousin sister every day, 3 times, and she does not call you in 15, 20 days, then you will definitely wonder what has happened. Correct?
Yes.
Now, if at all somebody whom you value suddenly stops connecting with you, what happens? You feel bad. That person connects with somebody else, but that somebody else also does not tell you. You feel bad. And more so, if you are wounded, you will feel bad. If you are not wounded, you will not even notice it. Every day, say a person like me, every day, I attend at least 100, 200 calls from different people, from different professions. Yes, there are a few people who call 2, 3 times every day. That is okay. And that too for no reason. That is also okay. Yes. So, now the thing is, when the mind is not wounded, if those people who call regularly do not call, it will not matter. Correct? But
Yes.
if the mind is wounded, why this person is not calling me? Why is not this happening? Why this is not happening? All these thoughts will keep on coming. It is because he is not wounded. So people are not bothered. See, here I have mentioned XYZ didn't call you, you feel bad. They didn't even call your friend, but your friend did not bother. Because the friend is not wounded. Okay?
Yes.
That way. Your wound in this case may be of social approval. You may have been wounded before by people who didn't approve of you. And so, whenever somebody ignores you, again, it hurts. And not because it should hurt, but because it touched your wound and reminded you of the past rejection. You understand this?
Yes.
We don't feel bad because somebody ignored us. When somebody ignores you, you feel hurt because of the past wound. Get that?
Yes.
How many times do you find a girl asking her friends for reassurance of her good luck? Good look.
Good looks. Yeah.
Just after breakup.
Yes.
Am I looking good? Am I looking good? Am I looking good? She will keep on asking her friends.
That's true.
Why?
Because of insecurity. Yeah.
She is having
Because
deep down the
good.
pain of insecurity after the breakup.
Yes.
Why did she feel pain? Did she love that person so much that after breakup she feels the pain? No. It's just that she was wounded before. That her pain is high. It is only that wound and nothing else. When she was young, people always used to make fun of her because maybe she was too slim or maybe she was too fat. Now, whenever somebody rejects her, she feels bad, not because of that particular rejection, but because of the old wound. Okay?
Yes. Yes.
See, this is how we can understand various shades of our mind, various shades of our thought. Okay? It is because, why do you think a guy may feel broken and devastated when he gets a rejection letter? You are rejected. Why? Did he really want that job? Not really. He feels that he received the rejection once again in his life. The same past rejection. He is reminded of that.
Yes.
Okay? If he wanted it that much, he would have felt bad about the rejection, but not broken. He feels broken because of the past rejection. It's just that the rejection touched his old wound. As a child, he was seldom encouraged by his parents. So he grew up lacking self-confidence in his abilities. Whenever he gets a rejection letter, he feels much pain, not because of being worried about his future, but because the old wound that is not yet healed. Okay? So remember that these are the wounds that make you vulnerable. You as in, not you, but even your patients. When you start working as a healer, you have to understand that your patients become more vulnerable because of these old wounds. And unless and until we work on these old wounds, we cannot, in real sense, heal a person. You understand this clearly?
Yes, ma'am.
And
Wounds make you vulnerable.
Yeah.
The wounds in your past, actually, you have to analyze actually,
Yes.
because
Yes.
otherwise, yeah, it will make you oversensitive
Mm.
or overreact to things actually.
Yes. Exactly. Now, those wounds are making you vulnerable. Things that others usually pay attention to may prevent you from sleeping just because you have some wounds that haven't healed. Just imagine, you might have seen people have sleepless nights. Why? Why did my child say this to me? Why did my daughter-in-law said this to me? Why did my son-in-law said this to me? Many old people have these challenges. Or why did my neighbor look at me like this? Or why did my boyfriend laugh at me in a nasty manner? All such things. Common thoughts. And some people spend sleepless nights because of that. I mean, I would say nowadays, I'm seeing an upcoming trend of people who are encashing on these wounds on YouTube, encashing on them. You know why? Encashing
People
as in,
like to hear,
uh,
people like to hear about painful stories.
no, no. Majority of them are tarot people.
Okay.
They have, a typical things. What was the person about whom you are thinking? Thinking about you yesterday. Or why did the person about whom you are thinking talk to you in a rude manner or stop talking to you? All such questions and the tarot readings on that. Oh my God. Just check through YouTube.
No, I've seen actually,
Huh?
but then the thing is, they say that they are like in tune with the universal mind or with an angel, but we don't know whether it is a negative spirit, negative
Listen,
entity which is
what I'm
giving.
saying, I'm not bothered about negative spirit, positive spirit, whether they are connecting with the spirit or bluffing on their own. I just don't care. I
Yeah.
am saying people are comfortably encashing on the wounds of people in this
True.
manner. I have no comments to offer about what they speak. I am
Mhm.
talking about the topic on which they speak.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
So what I'm saying is these, and why people are tempted to do it is because most of the times people are vulnerable. And what are the emotions? Majority of them. One is rejection. Two is abuse. And three is what you will say, insult, being laughed at, being turned down on. Right?
Yes.
If somebody publicly tells you that you are the most stupid person I have ever come across, some people will just look, laugh, okay, fine. Congratulations for your observation, and move away. And some people will
Mhm.
have sleepless nights on that. Who will have
Yes.
sleepless night?
Who have wounds, actually, past wounds.
Exactly. And who will say, okay, fine. Two
Who
types
have
of
good,
people. One who have lost their sense so much that they don't understand what that person is talking. That will be one category. And another category will be one, the person is not having wound, and another, at the same time, he is understanding who is talking. Like the person knows his own value and the value of other people. You get that?
yes, yes.
So, more wounds you have, the less time you will feel happy. Because every now and then, something will keep on touching your wound and you will feel bad. Some people think that they can heal their wounds by forgetting about them or by keeping themselves busy. However, this strategy always works against them. Why? Because the wounds are as they are. The more you forget, the wounds go deep down and keep on rotting, and they pain more. We must know that happiness cannot be achieved in the real sense unless we get rid of all the emotional wounds. And we have to start dealing with them in order to get rid of the wounds. We have to handle the wound and then get rid of it. Heal the wounds, face our problems, stop turning our back to them, and kill depression. We have to do it in this way. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how to heal the wounds? I will do one thing. Step by step, we will do tomorrow, but I will give you the brief idea here how to heal the wounds. Before we can heal any of these wounds, we should first identify their location. We have mentioned that earlier. In other words, we should know the reason behind that wound. We must not be passive. We must seek our answers and trace our wounds to their origin. And understand doing this is really painful in many cases, but we must do it. Otherwise, we cannot detect the wounds and we cannot heal the wounds. So, as an advanced Kriya Reiki healer, your job will be to give a initial counseling session to the patient by talking to the patient and detecting the wounds of a patient. Okay?
Yes.
If critical comments bother us, then we must know more and read more and think and analyze. That means when somebody criticizes you, if a person is feeling bad, then we have to understand more. What type of criticism hits more? Why? Read more about it, think more about it, analyze until we know the root cause. And when we finally know the cause, healing the wound itself becomes much simpler because now we have uncovered the wound. Now we will go on healing. But basically, the first step to heal the wound is to uncover the wound, means to detect the actual root cause of the wound. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And how to do it is here. Is that clear?
Ma'am, where is how to do it is the next page, I think.
Yes. How to, the steps
Huh.
are on the next, that
Yeah.
is steps we will be doing tomorrow.
Fourth session.
Okay.
Yeah,
Steps
tomorrow
we
is the
are
fourth
doing
session.
tomorrow, next session, but now it is this much. First, understand the wound. How you know you are wounded, a person is wounded, and then how to detect the actual wound. Things that make a person unhappy. Understand the wounds. And whenever a
And
person comes up with a problem,
tomorrow will be steps to detect the wound, right?
yes.